Returning this episode is our friend Steve reprising his role as Song Boxwood, the Kenku Bard.
Last time on Guardians of Fehal.
You adventurers accepted a job escorting a merchant named Song Boxwood to the city of Meyerfield, north of Fehan.
Is that a bird person?
Una's gonna get super wide-eyed and very excited, like this shit-eating grin on her face.
Nora actually looks up from her book and has wide eyes as well. He's a friendly Kenku who seems to know his way around an instrument and plays the harp so beautifully that the entire guild hall cries in joy. It almost sounds like there's multiple musicians playing this beautiful, heartbreaking song, and it's just so sad. Like, you actually see a couple people, like, stop talking and listening to it.
Rowan completely stops what he's doing and is just, like, engrossed in it.
There's a couple people who look a little even misty-eyed by it. Like, it's just a very moving performance. After setting out on the road, halfway through your journey, you met a friendly hunter on the side of the road. You agreed to give her a ride, and Una made small talk with her in the back of the cart. It was during this conversation that she noticed something was off about their new friend. The rabbits that she's carrying over her shoulders look like they've been dead for a few days at least. Secondly, you notice that her short bow doesn't really look like a hunting bow and arrow. It looks more of like a martial bow and arrow.
So, how long have you been out here?
You mean out hunting or in the area?
Out hunting.
Oh, just this morning.
Did you catch these this morning too?
Oh, yeah.
Una's gonna grab out a bow and point an arrow at her.
What? What is... What did... I don't... What...
You're lying, and Una's gonna get, like, super serious. And be like, you're lying. Those were not caught this morning.
I swear they were caught this morning. I don't understand what... Why are you so angry?
Song's gonna slowly reach in to the fold of his robe. Seeing this, and there's a very loud warble coming from him. Yeah, if I could do it, I would.
Yeah. So you guys just saw Una draw a bow on this person.
We didn't see shit.
Oh,
Nope.
you're so far away.
Yeah, I'm back on
up,
scouting.
I'm up near Nora.
I'm nearer to the wagon now, but still.
I'll tell Nora, stop the wagon.
Okay. And Nora's like, oh, okay. And she stops the wagon.
So if I notice that,
Hear
I'll
a very, very loud voice come out from the cart. Stop! You violated the law!
I am the law. Yell up to Hans and Franz.
I don't know if you'd be like if I'm a half mile away. How far can your voice carry?
That's
Yeah,
like
echo,
over 2,000
You'd
feet.
hear something behind you.
On the plane?
You should really get a
Growing
horn.
up,
You should really get a horn.
my neighborhood used to yell back and forth, and they were almost a mile away from us.
Oh, really?
On a big open plain like that,
Damn cat.
noise travels.
Her
really should
name's
get us
Willow,
horns.
right?
Yeah.
You really should get us horns.
Willow, please take your
I
bow
was
off
gonna get
your
a
back
whistle.
and drop all your weapons and dismount the wagon.
Okay, she drops her bow and her quiver and everything and her dagger.
Hans and Franz comes up. What's going
She
on
looks
here?
pretty nervous, like, what did I do? I don't... And she kind of looks like, I don't know why this person's angry at me.
So when you guys get closer, she said she killed these rabbits this morning, but these rabbits have been dead for days.
Why would you lie about that?
I didn't. I killed them this morning.
As a avid hunter myself,
They've been dead for a few days.
why do you keep lying? They've obviously been dead for some time. Why don't you tell us the truth?
Well, I got them this morning, but, like, I have snares.
No,
were
snares.
dead from the
Snares do
snares.
not kill. Snares are for catching, and then you kill them so they don't lay dead out in the forest for days and days for something else to take them or for the meat to go bad.
Yes.
The cart stopped, right?
Yes.
Rowan will help Nora off the front
Okay.
just to get her away from whatever the fuck is going on.
And
Make a
now
perception check.
Hans and Franz will be, have probably made it most of the way back.
Super cocked.
I'm gonna put my bow away, dismount Harley, grab out my daggers,
It's just super cocked.
and like just have them at the ready, and then I'm gonna go look at her bow a little closer and like see like how damaged it truly is from what I
Natural 20.
glimpsed.
Natural 20.
Yep.
Wow.
Doing you first.
Okay.
You're
Oh.
Doing Una first?
Yep.
doing Una first.
Okay.
Her bow, it just looks like it now that you're looking at it a little closer, it doesn't quite look like it would be used for hunting the same way. Like, it looks kind of like the strings get changed out pretty frequently, and the arrowheads in it are not the same that you would use for hunting rabbits and deer and everything like that.
Well, she's actually
and-
familiar with arrowheads because she has her own special ones.
Right.
So, but I mean, just knowing that
Okay.
the string is different and the bow itself
Yeah.
are different.
It looks more like a martial type of...
Una's gonna go smell her. I know that sounds weird.
Okay.
But Una's gonna go sniff her and like have her daggers out and like go up and like sniff her. Just thinking undead lines, I guess that's where
Oh,
Una's
okay.
going. So she just wants to like, does she get a whiff of decay from her?
No, she smells normal.
Okay.
She kind of has like a more of a faint lavender scent, actually.
I got a 22 with magical 20.
You guys are kind of in an area where there's some, like, you're still in the hill areas, and there's an outcropping of rocks a little bit ahead about, but you think you might see a little bit of movement from the bushes ahead.
So then does
How would
Hans
I
and
have
Franz
missed
see it coming back?
Roll me a perception check to see if you would have seen it.
Sure.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by.
Sorry.
seeing the tone that Una's now taken, Song's
Is it
gonna
also good?
24.
As you
max roll.
as you ride back up, you would have seen it a little bit. You would have seen the same thing that Rowan did. So as you would have been coming back to kind of tell, you would say, "Hey guys, I think that there's something up ahead."
Well, so because if I would have gone out to the half mile,
Mm-hmm.
I would have been like
You didn't
2,000 feet away,
Yeah.
and on my way back, would I have seen them?
Yes, you would have seen it on your way back.
And or is this like a bush or something that's on the roadside?
It's kind of there's a lot. It's more of like bushes and shrubbery that are kind of up off the hill a little bit, and there's some rock formations too.
So then, while Una taking that tone with the woman that was on the cart, Song's gonna pull out. So from his robe, he's gonna pull out an empty bladed or a basket hilt without a blade on it, and he's gonna look to the woman, look back to Una, and he's gonna flick it. And as he does, 3 metal bands unfurl from the hilt into the point of rapier.
Ooh.
Nice. So as Hans and Franz notices something up in the hills and the rocks on his way back, he would kind of divert Bessie off the road and tie her to a tree or a bush on the opposite side of the road from the rocks, and get his like sword and shield out and kind of start hoofing it on the road.
Through the rocks?
Down the road until he's like almost at a 90-degree angle with the rocks and then the cart.
Well, before that happens, let's roll initiative. 20 to 25.
Nope. Oh, wait.
No 20 to 25?
Nope.
Okay. 20 to 15.
17.
17, alright.
My bonus sucked.
So 15 to 10?
14.
11.
10 to 5?
5.
Okay. And Aaron, what do you have? You have
2.
2? Okay.
I got a natural 1.
Ouch.
The top of the round, there are these 2 figures that are kind of covered in greens and stuff blending into the foliage that pop up. And one is going to shoot at, they're going to shoot at Rowan, because he's kind of a terrifying thing.
A giant tree.
Giant tree, just walking
They
around.
fear that which they do not understand.
Because I was thinking, like, this is kind of a
Oh,
hill,
yeah,
so he
like
wouldn't really
forest
be able to
fires.
quite see you. Like, he knew you walked by, but he doesn't actually see you, so. because of where you are in the bend in the road.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because there's kind of some, these are like a little bit of hills where there's a slight incline, so
Sure.
about 5 feet up. Let's see. The first hit is a 19, and the second one is a 10. So 1 hit, I'm assuming.
Oh, yes. The 19 hits.
Okay. 5 points of piercing damage.
I'm not raging.
Nope. You gotta take all that on the chin.
Or the chest, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or the
5, you said?
Yep. Next up is Una. It's your turn. You, out of the corner of your eye past Hans and Franz, you probably saw them pop up and shoot at Rowan.
Una's going to go around Willow and put a dagger up to her throat and hold her other hand, like hold her hand behind her back.
Okay, so you're trying to make like a grapple check, basically?
Yes.
Okay.
As awful as this probably
Give
is
me,
gonna be.
athletics
Yep.
check.
Okay, let's go. 20.
No, with a 3, she is successfully grappled. You have her restrained, basically.
Awesome.
Grappled.
I'm gonna kick her down to the ground next round.
Yep,
that's my turn.
The next person up is going to be this one.
Oh, snap.
He's
You
upside
see,
down. He's
he
very
comes up in a
dizzy.
handstand and
Just
shoots
do
with
the
his
cartwheel
He's
out of
gonna
the...
shoot at
With a
Hans
hand
and
crossbow.
Franz by the cart. Ah, another 10. I'm assuming that's not gonna hit you. Next up we have Willow. She's going to attempt to break your grapple.
What do I have to do for this?
So you have to still
It's
do
contested
athletics.
check.
and she can do athletics or acrobatics.
Right.
Dead!
But it does take her action away.
Right.
Ooh, that's a 17.
Ugh!
And she's going to break out of it. And then does she still have movement after you break her
Oh, yeah.
grapple?
Because that's your action to break it.
So she still has her regular action or bonus action. Or not her.
If
Just
there's a
move.
thing that has her
She's
bonus
move
action.
and bonus action.
Part of her move action, she's going to try to grab one of her daggers from the top of the cart, and then run this way. You should get an
Can I
attack.
do attack of
Yeah,
opportunity?
you get an attack
Okay.
of opportunity on her.
Let's go, bitches! And this will be with my dagger. For a 12 to hit?
That does hit.
Does it?
Really?
Wow, that's exciting. 5 points of piercing damage.
You got a good cut on her.
Stab.
That's good.
You cut a bitch.
Dude, she totally
She
did
looks
that.
at you with absolute loathing right
Good.
now.
I'm glad. I'm just gonna give her like a smirky grin.
Okay, so you did
Uh-oh.
5 damage.
One
Okay.
is going evil.
Okay. Next up we have Andrew. It is Hans and Franz's turn. What would you like to do?
Well, I think we'll start this off with a rage. Let's see here.
So original.
There's a person behind
Or
you.
do you want to charge instead?
Oh shit. Yeah.
Is
I
charging at least 20 feet away? Is that what it is?
No, dash.
I use the dash action, then the bonus action, I can make an attack, which I have to look this up against the spell. So I've used it, but it does
Plus 5 damage.
plus 5 damage.
Glorious.
But yeah, it uses my bonus action to do that.
Right.
That's
So you're
fine.
gonna
So
do
are
the
you gonna
dash
react?
action?
Yeah, the dash actions.
And where are you going, buddy?
I'll go to pink.
Pink?
Or no, wait. Orange is the one that shot at me.
Yeah, that's one shot at you.
Yeah, he fucking missed. I'll go to pink.
Pink.
And I will yell, "Brother! Get back here!" Plus 5 bonus to attack. Attacks damage roll if you choose to make a melee attack.
Yep.
Or push the target 10 feet, which, fuck that, I don't want to get away from you. So... I mean, it's,
That's acrobatic dice. You gotta take it.
it's not cocked, but it's on top of another dice. But so
It's in the box.
So 16 to hit,
That hits.
17 to hit actually.
That hits.
Yep.
Still.
You hit it all.
D8.
So then plus 8.
Are you attacking? And you're attacking pink, right?
Yep.
Correct.
So 14 points of damage.
You outright just smash this person's head in.
It's a sword.
Oh, so you stab him
Cut.
through? Yeah, you cut through them.
Okay.
You cut off his head.
So still got some movement left
Yep.
since this guy's down. And then I will just continue through to green.
You just.
Yeah, just like on my way through, just cut this
Anime
motherfucker.
style, just keep running and slicing.
And then I'll move up to this guy and
Okay.
be like, "This was a very bad decision on your part."
Wait till my father hears about this.
Do you know who I am?
Oh. All right.
That's the end of my turn.
Next up, we have this one who pops up and is gonna shoot you because you
Which
just
square is he?
this one.
All of them.
Yes.
Because you just ended the pink one. Oh, does a
Basically.
does a 14 hit?
Ah.
After that one's turn, it is. Let me see.
Should be me.
He's like,
Maybe.
"Hey, boss, we got a biggin." And then,
Bacon. What did I give me?
Wait till they see me.
Yeah, bitch.
Next up we have Josh. It's your turn.
Awesome.
I'm on my way.
Running.
So, you said this is a hill?
Yeah, like about 5. It just starts. It goes up a little bit, 5 feet each square. Like it's a little bit of an upward
Sure.
strain. So.
Yeah, so then would it, be, like, difficult terrain, or is it just off the
Extra
road?
foot. Every foot is in double movement, basically.
Difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 35.
30. Isn't it 24? You're 25 or 30?
He said 25.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20,
20. So it'd be 30.
30, 40,
40.
50, 60. That's a dash. Dashing up the hill.
All right.
Flanking.
Dashing through
And
the woods
anything else?
with a sword and a silver shield. Bonus action. Yeah. I'm good.
Cast it.
No!
What were you gonna cast? What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Weapon. Obviously.
Wait.
Don't worry about
You don't have spirit. Oh, you don't have second level spells.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I got
That's
2 levels to go till that.
that's what you get for multi-classing.
Yep, but it's okay.
Alright. There's one that pops up right here.
What the crap?
Now this.
It's a literal ambush.
Yeah. This one is a 6 foot tall, blonde-haired woman who looks jacked as hell and got like a nasty scar across her face, and she just charges. Well, not actually charges because I don't have the charge feed for this person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure.
Yeah.
And they're gonna make 2 attacks at you with a scimitar.
Ooh.
One of them just misses you outright. You duck, but then when she swings back around with a scimitar, she just clips you with a. Oh no, wait, maybe not. Your AC is a.
Mine is 18.
17. Just it like hits your armor,
Bang!
but it
with the shield.
pings off.
Hello, can I interest you in our goddesses, the Bandaya?
That's one
As
way
a
to
free
do it.
action, she's like, "Go fuck yourself."
Not very nice.
And that is their turn.
This one's mine.
Song, it is your turn.
Seeing all the stuff going outside the front of the cart now, Song's going to look back and forth, and then he's going to put his hands together, and his feathers are going to start to begin glowing a technicolor and like shimmering down the feathers.
God damn.
I'm going to activate my Mantle of Inspiration,
Yes.
and
Yes.
this is going to go towards Una and to Rowan. They're going to be able to move their speed without provoking attacks of opportunity
The glamour bar.
currently now.
'Kay.
And then with my action, I'm going to Fairy Fire orange and yellow if they're within range together.
As a note, you 2 get 5 temporary.
You also get 5 temporary hit points.
Oh yeah, easily.
It's 20, isn't it?
Yeah.
20 feet?
Yeah.
It's a
So,
radius, I believe.
Yeah, a 20-foot radius, absolutely.
yeah.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah, even on difficult terrain, I think
yeah,
that would
so I'll
still
do
work.
that.
Difficult terrain doesn't come
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
come into hand.
So I'll do that. Then, of course, the words for it is you'll hear him say, "Dear light, shine bright."
Okay. You successfully. Oh yeah, no wait.
They do
you
have to
gotta
make.
roll.
Yeah.
It's dexterity, right?
Believe it is going to be a wisdom.
No, fairy fire. I think
I
is
could be wrong.
dexterity.
I could be wrong.
I think I have a spell here from Nora.
I also have it written down. Why did I not look at it? Fairy fire. It is going to be dex save. Yes.
Yep.
And it's going to be DC
It's a 20 foot
14.
cube, actually.
DC 14.
DC 14.
It's a 20 foot cube.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
maybe.
like
Ten
a-
times, so you would not be able to
So
get
that's
this.
four squares on a side.
Oh, okay.
So which one?
Well, then I will then change it to target green and pink.
Pink is dead.
Pink. Yeah, pink's
Pink is
dead.
dead.
That is true. Actually, if it's within range, I'll hit red because that's within 60 feet, I believe.
I thought fairy fire was 30
Feels
feet.
60
20,
feet.
Oh, it is.
40, 50,
Oh no, it's not. Yeah.
60.
Yep.
No.
Okay.
You
So
can get orange or yellow.
I'll hit yellow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hit
You
yellow.
you successfully. No, actually, I should re-roll that.
Advantage.
Well, no, because he was trying to hit both of them.
That's a fair point.
He failed it. It's fine. Or they failed it.
And for the move, he will stay where he currently is.
'Kay.
So both Rowan and Una get to move their full speed.
Yep.
If you guys want to spend your reaction,
'Kay.
you can.
Yeah.
But actually, you spent your reaction.
Oh, like
This round.
currently I can just move.
If you spend your reaction, you can move your full speed right now.
Without
I
taking
use
attack.
my-
I mean, I can't do anything back here, so
Yeah, if you want, you can.
yeah, I'll
There's a,
use
glow,
my.
there's a guy glowing in
Yeah.
iridescent purple right now.
Yeah, but there's a giant rock in front of you.
I can go
Yeah.
around.
10, 20, 30.
I'll go around on the,
The
road
roadside.
side.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yep. You
Yeah.
can hit to him.
Oh, and you can get to him.
I've still got 5 feet too if I wanted.
With a step on
I'm step into his face. Hello, my name is Rowan.
him. Inside the stomach.
I will
You hear
be
a click.
death today.
I wish you were big enough where you could just go click and then
Click.
shove him inside.
I mean, probably for a half. Well,
Get in my
not a,
belly.
yeah, probably like a halfling or a
what
tiny
are-
creature.
Yeah. What are these? Just human?
These are humans, so
Okay.
they're medium sized.
Goblin. The next goblin.
Get in my belly.
There's one back at the Volo.
He might like it.
Oh.
True. That alchemist is
Weird
weird,
purple.
man.
He might find some things.
He probably want to take you apart.
Who's after
I'm
Rowan?
fine.
Is the top of the
Oh,
order?
who's after?
After Song and
Oh.
Rowan. Rowan, you couldn't attack.
No,
It's not
that
his
was his
reaction
reaction.
Oh, it is your turn
With
though,
the-
Rowan.
yes.
Oh,
Yay!
Well, that's handy.
Because you're left.
Right. right.
So,
Yeah. Then I'm going to rage
Okay.
as a bonus, and I will attack at the yellow one.
And you get advantage thanks to fairy fire.
Ha! 14 or a 19 on the die.
Those both hit.
Okay.
Well, it's only that's first.
Yeah.
Only the first one?
Well,
Do you have 2 attacks yet?
No, he's rolling
Yeah.
at advantage because.
Yeah, no, but I mean, you don't have 2 attacks yet as a barbarian?
No.
No, okay.
No.
until fifth level.
Okay, so yeah, you definitely connect.
Holy shit. That is a 8. No, wait. 6.
6 points
Is that
of
with your
damage.
rage damage?
Because you should be adding 2 to
That's
that.
an 8.
Okay.
I was
8
like,
points to yellow. Is marked.
The rage damage climbs really slowly.
Yeah,
Um,
sad.
Alright.
and I'll stay where I'm at.
All right. Last guy pops up. He was a little bit
Dang
sleeping
it.
on the top.
Brother, you the was! You been fucking looking?
Oh, your voice, bro. Congratulations.
So, to
I'm
be
just very
fair,
pissed.
To be fair, like I know that yes, you might have seen them, but the fact that I let you see, like that you saw them on the way back, meant that you guys didn't get a surprise round. So you
Right.
did come out ahead. Blue is going to shoot at you, who's
Sure.
attacking their
He's
boss.
attacking anybody. The boss attacking
The boss is
me.
attacking me.
That's
You deserve it. No, I know that a 13 is not going to hit.
I mean, yeah, armor.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome
which,
armor.
which means that he should
Ready
have
for a fight.
Okay, 13 doesn't hit, so he's not gonna do anything. Next up we have Green, who is going to
Oh God, Jerry!
drop their crossbow and pull out a scimitar and try to hit you with it.
Green is.
Yeah, it's part of their movement.
Hit who?
Hans and
Franz,
Franz.
Andrew.
And they're just kind of panicked, so they do not connect.
Well, yeah, he just
Oh God, jeez!
He just saw a guy get cut open and had his rings counted.
Yeah.
This man was 14.
Oh, Jesus!
You gotta start young in the bandit world.
Yeah,
Real
probably.
hard to make it.
Next up is Una.
I'm going to drop my daggers and pull out my longbow and shoot Willa because she's a bitch.
F that
You
bitch.
don't know that.
Try this again. 16 plus 6 is 22.
Oh, you definitely hit.
Okay. Ooh, max damage, 10 points of damage to this wonderful lady, who I'm sure is nice on the inside.
How do you want to do this?
I'll let some arrow fly, like right through her forehead.
Yeah, she.
Yep, just
She did.
perfect aim. Right through the forehead.
Okay.
Have a drop.
You see her like retreating and just like, and falls backwards, lifeless on the grass.
And then I'm going to.
She's as dead as her rabbits.
Yes!
So
Well,
4
not
days?
2
But
days.
Renee's dead?
No, she's fresh.
I'm gonna
She's
move
fresh.
out to the side as far as I can, so 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah. So that way I can get kind of in range and start shooting people.
Do you have...
30.
What's your favorite terrain?
It is not this.
No, it's
She's
not.
right here.
Shoes, no.
She's right here.
Oh, yeah,
5, 10, 15, 20.
My favorite
25, 30.
terrain is coast.
I suppose.
'Cause I'm
If
from
that
the coast.
counts as
That makes
road.
sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could argue she's riding in the wake of the cart.
No, that's a good argument.
So you don't have anything that would negate the difficult terrain.
No, not yet. Eventually.
Alright, Una, you went. It is Orange's turn. He's going to shoot at Rowan. Oh God, I'm rolling so bad tonight.
Oh,
That
darn.
is that's a 5.
Yeah, no.
Poof! Just misses completely.
Absent-mindedly, I just sort of like move my shield back and it bounces off.
I'll allow it.
I hear the bow string release and I'm just like, nope.
Hans and Franz, Andrew, it is your turn.
Well, ma'am, I will rage at this point.
Okay.
Where did that you were?
No,
No.
because I charged.
Oh.
And I will. We'll attack this gentleman. Natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh.
So are you doing crits again?
It is full damage, and then roll for the
Roll
second.
again, like we-
yeah.
Roll for the
Okay.
additional.
Roll for the additional damage.
Oh boy.
So 5.
Oh.
So 13, 14, 15 points of damage.
Very much like his companion, you just slice through him anime style.
So do I kind of picture like he does the whole swing through, then brings it back around on the guy as he's running at him?
You know, it was so dramatic that the blood actually flew in slow-mo.
And you hear a ching, ching, ching.
Get out here, Michael Bay, but leave the fire at home.
Oh, there's a dude right there.
Well, I know,
That
but
shot
I
at
think Roland's got this on lockdown. Nobody's got blue.
All right.
I don't want anybody to get away.
Alright, your turn's over.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, next up we have the yellow one's turn. He's also gonna drop his crossbow and try to hit you with a scimitar.
Ooh.
You.
Yellow.
Oh, me.
Yellow hit you.
Who's glowing purple. God damn it! No, an 8 is not gonna hit you. I need to roll better. I feel bad for these guys. They're just getting mowed down.
No, that's okay.
Josh, it's your turn.
All right, excellent. So first thing, Hans and Franz is going to cast Searing Smite as a bonus action.
Okay. What does smearing?
Not
What
Searing
does
Smite.
Searing Smite do?
Spearing
So
Smite is just a
the
really
next
fine smite.
attack that hits
Okay.
Blue's in range.
with a next melee attack
Please enrage.
Deals an extra 1d6 fire damage and burns the target.
How much fire damage?
1d6.
Okay.
And while burning, the target must make a con save at the start of each of its turn or take 1d6 fire damage.
Okay.
Um,
There's no save for it or anything. It's only.
No,
If he hits on the
if
first
I
one,
hit-
then they say
All right, we got to
Then
roll.
they save on their turn. So,
Let
first
go of
attack
theirs.
is. Crap. That's just a 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. I'm going to burn my action surge to swing again.
Okay.
That is a 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Alright, so that'll be a D8
Shoot, I'm
and a
not doing my job.
D6.
You got one. So
Nice.
Ooh.
So it'll be 13 slashing damage and 2 fire damage.
All right.
So 15 total.
Still up. Just but
Uh,
a scratch.
And
Just a French wind.
then they are ignited,
Okay.
and I'll pass
They are
the
lit?
turn. They are lit.
Lit AF.
And seeing my brother down the hill from me,
Brother, I got this one. You go get that guy.
Where the fuck do you think I'm going though?
That's it for you.
Yep, that's past the turn.
All right. Next up, we have the bandit captain.
So Red needs to make a con save.
Starter.
Start.
Start.
Yep.
Where's it going?
Ooh, what's your DC? I'm pretty sure they made it.
Something.
They have a 20. They got a 20.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
so they
fine.
take no damage.
They are
That's
no
for
longer
them.
burning.
Oh, okay.
To the north.
They end the effect.
Is that a concentration thing for you then too?
Yeah.
Okay. They're going to try to hit you twice.
Okay.
That is the first one is not going to hit because it's only a 10, but the second one is an 18 on the die, so
Okay.
yes, that's going to hit you. for 7 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And that is it for their turn. They're looking really angry and kind of happy though that like the burning sensation went away so quickly.
Yep.
They shook it off.
Lucky.
Syphilis went away. The gonorrhea went away.
Song, it's your turn.
Song is going to stumble down out of the cart and move about 15 feet so he can see everybody.
Okay.
You're going to see...
You probably
how
move
far am I
maybe
from
out.
Andrew's Hans and Franz?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, probably about 65 feet.
Yeah, 65.
Yeah.
I will move one more square diagonally to my left.
Okay.
So I can see him, and then I'm going to activate my Mantle of Inspiration one more time.
Okay.
And feathers are going to change color even faster now, and I'm going to target Una and Andrew's Hans and Franz.
Okay,
So
so
they-
they can...
You gain another additional 5 points, and you can use a reaction to move if you'd like.
Well, though the temporary hit points don't stack.
No.
Okay, then
It's just
you can
whatever
you may
the-
move if you'd like to.
Una will move her 30
Where would you like
forward,
to move?
just
Just
straight
forward?
forward,
20, 30.
just to kind of get in
Would you
front
like
of
to use
Yeah.
your
Zach.
reaction to move?
6. Right to him.
10, 20, 30.
Okay.
Well, I'll go diagonal. so that I
Oh, sure.
Hey, right up
And
to
then
him.
with my action, I'll turn to the one that
What?
Rowan.
I don't care.
I'll turn to the one that Rowan's currently fighting, and I'll whisper under my breath, "I'll give you something to cry about," and do vicious mockery.
Oh,
So wisdom save?
It is a Wisdom save, and it's a DC 14.
I thought it was Christmas Eve, but...
It is a
Wisdom? Ooh, that's a 20.
Oh,
So,
glorious.
Yeah, passes them.
it kind of like looks at you and smirks and is like, I bet I'd make you cry first.
Oh, Lord.
So then, with the rest of the turn, you'll actually see Song go down to one knee, winded.
Okay. Let's see. We have Rowan. It's your turn. What you doing?
I will attack yellow,
Okay.
but I don't have advantage.
Well, you still do.
Still do.
Still
I am
do.
still
Okay.
currently
Yep, as
concentrating
long
on
as the
spell.
fairy fire is there.
15 plus, I think it's plus 5.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Yeah. Okay, so D8. It's another 8 points.
Okay, he is dead.
Got one.
The concentration
And I
just a free action.
Yeah, I would drop the concentration.
Okay.
If he goes
Yep.
down.
It's down.
I will turn around and walk towards Orange. Hello, my name is Rowan.
Hello,
Die.
darkness, my old friend. I am Rowan.
Can you please
I'm here
identify this
again.
bucket of your friend?
If this bucket is your friend,
Oh my god.
This bucket of friend belongs to you. Please stand up.
All right. Your turn is done. Blue, same thing as the other guy. He is gonna drop his crossbow and pull out a scimitar and
Jesus,
try
that
to
guy's
swing at
fast.
you.
You who?
Holy
Oh
shit!
god. Okay. That actually might hit you. That is a 17. Okay, that hits. Finally can hit something.
you hit me. You got both the brothers.
5 points of damage. Slashing, which
Oh wait, so I take 2 points.
Yep.
So I still got 3 temporary hit points.
just put a scratch.
Yeah, like that probably wouldn't actually even do anything to him.
No.
Bitch, you basic.
It was like
Because
the
it's temporary
skin
points.
layer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I'm
just
sure, like,
left
I'm
a
sure
nice
like
little
a
pig-
red mark, like when somebody takes their fingernail and goes like that, and you're like, ow.
My safe word is keep going.
Top of the round, Una.
I'm close enough to the blue guy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shoot at the blue guy.
Well, you said that this was a hill here.
You have to kind of move a little bit so you can see
How
him
far do
more.
I need to move?
You need
You'd
to
have
be
move
around the
corner
bend.
there.
Yeah.
30.
Yeah, you could see him from.
If it's just like 5 feet up.
Yeah, you could see him from there.
Okay.
What about how does shooting into melee work? Because Hans and
There's
Franz
no-
is engaged. Okay,
It's up
There's
to
no
you.
issue
You can
with
do
this.
partial cover.
I'm gonna give him a little bit of cover just because
Okay.
you're
Plus
such a
2.
hulking
Yeah, so
mass.
plus 2 to his armor
Yeah,
class.
plus 2 to his armor class.
Natural 20.
Oh, it does not matter. You just
Um,
kind of were like, huh, and you like shoot between the crooks
so
of
that's,
Hans and Franz's arm.
so the
My brother doesn't
Max
have
is
damage?
it
Roll
max damage? So 10
Not even
Okay.
shepherd.
plus 4, so 14. Unless is the modifier also re-added?
No.
No.
Okay,
Just
so 14 points of
14
damage.
on blue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he dead.
Okay.
You were gonna swing at him again, and all
I
of
just
a
got
sudden-
here.
and all of a sudden, you just see this arrow.
I picture him like reason store, and the guy's just like look at that, and then just out of the corner, just
Right in the throat.
Right in the throat.
I got it!
I'm so good. I didn't have to hit him and he died.
Where the arrow come from?
What the hell?
you just break his neck. And drop.
No, pick the arrow.
You just like stab the guy. It was me.
Una's shooting a dead man with a crazy lady.
I mean, if you want to spend your next
No, I
turn
don't.
breaking his neck.
No, not even a little bit.
Okay. Next up we have the orange one. He's gonna try to hit you with his scimitar. Oh,
Rowan.
natural 20!
Uh-oh.
I guess that'll hit.
Yeah, so
No one
let's
gets
see.
hit.
The great part
So
about
7
barbarians is every
points.
natural 20 is just a regular hit.
Yep.
7 points. Do you have the modifier twice or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
7 points and then 3 points on top of that, so 10 points of slashing damage.
So 5
You-
points for you.
Yeah, you felt that one a bit more.
That was
He's
a critical.
he's
That
just
takes
like
that takes all my
Does
temp.
the
I
10
felt
hit points
nothing.
stay on him or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so that took all of his temp HP now.
Yep. I will just
Would
stare
you-
down at him like, what are you doing?
trying to kill
It
you.
didn't even hurt.
After orange we have Hans and Franz, Andrew's turn. Your opponent is dead.
Sorry, brother. Charge!
Yep, charge. 5, 10, 20, 30, 40.
Okay.
Charge again.
Dang it.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll
Yes,
see.
My bad.
Ooh, not good. 12.
Ouch.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Brother, why?
After that we have your
Don't
turn.
worry, I didn't do anything.
Josh, it's
Don't worry, I didn't do anything. All right.
Josh, it's your turn.
So I will. Yeah, I'll just. I'll take a swing
Okay.
at the dude, the lady, the dudette.
Lady boss.
Natural 20.
Hell
Oh yeah.
So that'll be 16 points of damage.
Dude, that's a third crit tonight.
That's crazy.
4.
Still up.
Still up.
Is Andrew?
Dang it.
You're welcome.
I
You're next.
You're welcome.
She looks a little worse for
you
wear,
like
but
the
she is
Wellington?
still up.
And then I'm going to use my
Oh, no, I've been rolling well.
bonus action to
See, you're
second
pretty
wind
good.
and heal up a little bit.
Okay.
It's the luck of the guest.
Right?
Oh,
Gotta make a
3
show, I
points
mean.
back.
Plus your. What'd you roll? 1?
Yeah.
Oh.
Brother, we got her on the back foot.
And then Uda's gonna shoot her in the
let's
back.
see.
No!
Next up, we have the captain's turn. She's going to swing.
Surrender if you want to live.
She's going to swing at you again, Josh, twice because you were the main opponent to begin with. And this other guy didn't even hit her. Oh my god.
Nothing.
Rolled garbage. No, she doesn't hit. And she's not going to
Get
move.
down on your knees and beg for your life.
Song, it's your turn.
Song is going to, if he's within 30 feet, he's going to target orange again, and if he's not 30, he'll move within 30.
Yeah, 20,
Oh, yeah,
5 or 10.
Yeah.
10,
And
20,
then
30. Yeah,
he
you're
will attempt
fine.
vicious mockery again on that individual.
On which individual?
Orange.
The orange again?
On that
Okay.
one. And the phrase that he will use is, "You'll never be like the rest."
Oh.
So wisdom save.
Hello, darkness, my old
Dude, Uda's heart is breaking.
DC 14.
At first, he looks a little baffled, and then
And then he just starts
he's
crying.
kind of like, yeah, you're right, I never will be like the rest. Roll your damage.
It's going to be a total of 3 psychic
Okay.
damage.
Alright, 3 points of psychic
Yeah, Drew.
damage.
Yeah, I did.
I don't think you do.
You don't.
No, you
It's
don't.
just
Yeah, then 1.
D4,
Yep,
unfortunately.
just 1 point.
But disadvantage on his next weapon attack.
I thought. Oh,
Against
he's
the
a
tree.
roll a crit on you.
Full 5
Alright.
And
points.
then
10 hit
with
points.
his... Nope.
I'll feed you some berries.
Okay.
Okay, next up we have Una's turn again at the top of the round.
I'm gonna move. A 5, 10,
Well, hold up.
15.
Wait, hold up. You skipped Rowan.
Yep,
Oh
roll.
yeah, Rowan gets to
Oh.
go.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry, Aaron. Rowan, it's your turn.
I will attack the orange one right
Okay.
in front of me.
Now, you do not have advantage on this one.
Oh, yeah,
Unless
no,
you
fair,
want to
fair.
go reckless.
Ooh.
Little dangerous.
He did hit you.
He did hit me.
And it hurt.
Charlie bit me.
Feel the nature's fury within you.
Unleash the shrub.
The shrub?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go reckless.
Yeah.
It's a 10.
Or
It was a 15, so 20.
Yeah, that hits.
yeah.
And 8.
8 points of damage.
Consistent, man.
Glory.
Oh my
That's a
God.
nice
And this is on
average.
orange?
Yeah.
Yep.
You just kill him.
Woo!
Way to get that point!
Exactsies.
Every point matters.
Yep.
Okay.
Good job. Now it is Una's turn.
Well, since this one is definitely the only one alive, she's gonna shoot
I
at
technically
her.
lied to him. He is like the rest so far.
Huh?
I lied. He technically is like the rest so
Ooh.
far. We're
That's
all
gonna be a
dead.
15.
I lied to him.
On the,
The
captain.
captain.
You hit.
Ooh.
No!
Oh, max damage.
10 points of damage.
They're still up.
Yes!
Oh.
Yes!
But she has an arrow on her back.
That's 5.
Oh!
That's a
Your
Hans of
arrow's
Franz
reading,
kill.
yeah. That would be after you.
Here's a healthy
It is
guy.
your turn, Andrew.
Okay.
You can feel the way.
He will just as like a free action drop his rage.
Okay.
And he's gonna say, "Take this one alive," and we'll swing to hit.
Okay.
So 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
So wait, you're saying keep
So
this one alive, but you're swinging your sword at it?
Yeah.
You can.
Pommel.
It's,
Oh.
I believe you
Okay.
could non-lethal enrage.
yeah, you can.
Yeah,
non-lethal.
yeah. So
well,
this
I
is
just
not.
want, I want to drop the rage
Yeah,
to
so
like
this is non-lethal damage you're
narrative.
doing.
narrative
But he's
range.
intending to knock her out if
Yeah.
he raise her to
So
zero.
So,
7
non-lethal.
What did you roll to hit?
20.
20. Okay, yeah. 7.
7 points. Of,
8. Oh,
Seven.
right, you're not raging.
no, not
7
raging.
points
Should
of
be
damage,
9 if I'm
okay.
raging.
I make a note.
Or wait. Yeah, because it starts at
In
15.
5th edition, there is no such thing as quote unquote non lethal. It's
Okay.
your intention.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can call that if they go to 0.
That's fine. I'm
Right.
I'm just counting up the hit point, making a note. Okay, they're still up.
Mm.
No.
Okay.
All right.
Oh shit! I should have smited it.
You can't smite and do non-lethal damage.
It's gonna be really funny if you all miss and I happen to get that last point.
Hilarious. I did max damage and she's still up,
Is it my
so
turn, right?
Yeah, it's your turn.
All right, here we go. Let's try to knock this girl out. Wham!
take out a kneecap.
Yeah, that's a 20 to hit
That hits.
for 9 points of slashing damage.
They're still up.
Wow.
She's hardy as hell.
She's looking really beat up though.
Okay.
Surrender if you want to live.
Okay. It's her turn. And she's going to disengage
Dang it!
It's okay.
and try to go this way.
So she gets
How far?
15 feet that way.
10, 20, 30. Oh, darn it.
10, 20, 30, and then she's going to use her movement or her action to keep
Her
moving.
action is to disengage when she's got
Unless she's
Oh, yeah,
a
her-
rogue.
No, her movement then. The rest of her movement.
No, her,
That is-
disengage is her
Is
action,
his action.
and then she moves.
Rogues get to do it
Unless-
as a
Yeah,
bonus.
so disengage.
Disengage
and then
is your
I-
action, and that's you just take the disengage action, and then you move on your own as you move.
Yeah,
around.
and then she'll move on her own then.
That
Yeah,
is
that
her
That is
move.
It's
The
30.
so the disengage.
Is that-
The disengage
Oh,
doesn't give
yeah.
you move; you're just disengaging
Okay,
from them.
then no, she's
and
not a
then
rogue,
you-
so yeah.
And you wouldn't use your move action.
Right.
I know you guys are.
Charge!
She doesn't know.
Ah!
She doesn't know.
That's fine. She doesn't know.
Una, it's your turn. Or no, I'm so sorry. Song, it's your turn.
Song is going to move as close as he can to where Rowan is, so he can see the line of sight on the woman.
Okay.
If that can get him within 30.
That's a
Well,
rock.
There's a rock. You can't
No,
see
I'm
that.
trying.
Other
I'm
side.
trying to. Yeah, I'm trying.
Other side.
Oh, how big are the rocks? I have no idea.
It's about
Taller
10
than Kenku.
feet up.
Is Rowan currently
Or
within 30
7
feet?
feet up.
Is he at the
Rowan
max
is within
range?
30 feet of you.
He's at the max range, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's 30 right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
30
she's
so-
not within sight.
No.
Nothing.
She's not within sight?
I mean,
Not within 30.
there's-
She's on 30.
Yeah, she's
yeah,
within 30
Oh,
of you.
okay.
20, 30, right
Okay,
there,
yeah.
exactly.
Okay, yeah. So if she's within 30, he's gonna try vicious mockery one more time, and he's just gonna whisper under his breath.
Cat, get down.
It's not worth it.
What is it, wisdom?
It is a DC 14 versus a wisdom save.
14. Nope, they do not make it. She takes.
A D4 of psychic
He rolls.
damage.
Yeah, that's right. What am I
1 point of psychic damage.
doing? Woo! She's still.
Her
up.
hand explodes.
At this point, it's pretty windy. He's breathing heavily, just kind of like got his hands on his knees.
I think your DC's only at 12 there, Steve.
8 plus prof plus charisma. Oh yeah, 12. So I thought it was 12. Yeah, I missed it. If that would have changed anything, then she would have 1 more point back. It was a DC 12, so I apologize for that.
No, it didn't change
Okay.
anything. She rolled super bad.
I always-
Orange
I just-
stands
Rowan!
back up.
I'm so used to thinking that it's just 10
It's your turn.
because of armor and all.
So I'll have difficult terrain to get up there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 10, 20, 30.
Okay, so I can't really.
In the sprint, you'll catch up.
Can I go diagonal to try and cut her off if she keeps running?
Sure, you could be there instead.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll work my way up the
It's like
hill.
herding cats.
Yeah,
Mhm.
to get around her
Okay.
Down, you're scratching the couch.
and hold my action for if she gets within range.
Now my turn.
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to shoot at her kneecaps,
Okay.
which will
Ooh.
hopefully drop her
I'm
if I keep
counting
her
that
alive.
as not you're non-lethal,
Okay.
basically.
19.
Yeah, that hits.
Very nice.
1 point of damage.
5 points of damage. I can't even do 8 points of damage. My
Oh,
lowest is 3.
I know.
I thought your bonus was 2.
It is. So my lowest that I can
Oh,
possibly
lowest.
get is 3.
Looking really rough, but she's still
Oh
up.
my god.
She has an arrow in her kneecap.
She's not gonna be adventuring for much longer.
No, she's not.
She'll
Now,
be anyway.
Andrew, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna charge. Whatever.
Dash!
Whoa.
Dash is an action, bonus action attack.
Zoro.
15
To
Hit.
to
what are you attacking with?
like sword.
She parries it.
Okay.
So your attack it gives her a +2
Right.
AC. So that was her reaction. Anything else?
I know. I thought you should.
You're not going anywhere.
No, that was my action, bonus action. I do have movement left, I guess.
Right, because that
5,
was
10,
10,
15.
20, 30.
I was next to you. Right.
Yeah, you were next to me.
You can't outrun me. I'm the gingerbread man.
All right, and then my turn, right? Unless anything else comes up.
Yeah, it is your turn.
Okay. 10, 20, 30, and gonna try to knock her out. Swinging. Dang it! That's just a 13.
That does not hit.
Damn it.
Dude, what is with us?
You guys are doing so well. Anything else you're doing on your turn?
No.
We're holding out for the guest.
It is her turn.
Wait.
Yes, she goes after both of them.
Yeah.
Una
Yeah.
went-
What about song?
He
No,
goes
she-
after
she
her.
goes immediately after me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's going to disengage and go that way?
She's
Towards
going back
Una?
downhill.
Yeah, towards Una.
10, 20, 30.
Yeah.
Hi.
Burning cats.
Just keep giving me enough room to dash. That's fine.
Yeah, now it's Song's turn.
He's gonna get up, and he's gonna stumble along the rocks where he can see her again.
Mhm.
Like, are you going this way?
Yeah, he's gonna go around the rock because he saw her take off that
5,
direction.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
He's gonna look at her and he's going to cast Fairy Fire on her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dex.
It is a Dex DC 12.
Ooh, that's a 17 on the die. She's
Okay.
fine. She's fine, even though she has an arrow. Like
And then
An arrow on the back, arrow in the leg.
she pulled the
of
one out of her knee.
his movement. So when he gets there, he's going to fold the rapier back up and he's
Okay.
going to draw out a knife.
Okay.
Rowan.
Yeah, Rowan, it's your turn, buddy.
Do I want?
Steal kill.
Well,
'Cause
okay,
people-
I can't
people
get there
Here's the
unless
thing,
I.
though,
If you throw-
Do you have a throwing
if
weapon?
people keep getting up on her, she has to keep disengaging to knock her
Right.
You can
Right.
throw something at her if you got to throw one.
That's true.
You have to get a little bit closer.
If you're a little bit bigger, you could have thrown a motherfucker at that motherfucker.
I've got a dagger. No, I think I'll action movement dash just to get up on her.
Okay.
Alright. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Go on the other side of her.
There.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she has to
Okay.
either go back towards you guys or towards her
Right.
other friends.
We're just surrounding her.
Yeah,
Cat
don't
and
give her
mouse
an out.
game. Rowan, you just went. Una, it's your turn.
I'm gonna shoot her other knee.
Okay.
Let's see what
From the front
happens.
this time.
From the front. 17 plus 6.
Oh, that
so
hits.
23, you just missed.
7 points of damage.
You hit her in the knee. Actually, you know what? How do you want to knock her out?
I want her to like.
No! Don't just give her the kill because you want to.
I want her
Dang.
to. I'm gonna.
You guys were so close.
Una's gonna say stop and shoot the arrow. So her other knee kind of gives, since the force of the arrow, it's gonna like push it back.
You want to try to break it.
Yeah, pretty much
Oh,
like
yeah.
bust her kneecap so she drops.
You do that and you hear her scream in pain, and then she just goes down.
Black?
Like, yeah, goes completely out from the pain.
And then
She's unconscious.
10, 20, 30. Oh, I can't give her a quick berry.
Hey, old travelers, and well met. Thank you for listening to our podcast. This is a totally new experience for all of us, and we're glad that you're here with us. Our story lives in many places, but all of them lead back to Patreon. Full episodes of our podcast are released every 2 weeks on our Patreon for subscribers only, and half episodes of our sessions are available weekly on YouTube and wherever you find podcasts starting the following week. So, if you hate waiting, subscribe to us on Patreon for early access. If you like the show, consider sharing it on Twitter using hashtag #TheWesterverse. You can also follow us all over other social media accounts named The Westerverse for updates and other RPG-related content. That about wraps it up for our shameless plugs. Now, onward, adventurers! Okay. Yeah, she she is non-lethal, and then you go down.
She's at 0.
She's at 0. She's
she's
just
knocked out.
unconscious.
Yeah.
All right. She's unconscious.
And hopefully her kneecap's
I will
busted.
take
You were the MVP
rope,
this,
and I will
this
tie her up.
combat
Okay.
Was I?
with 3 kills.
Woo!
I haven't killed anything though this whole campaign. So I got
Yeah, because you missed the first fight, so this is only second round of combat. So, yeah, you're taking rope and tying her up.
Yep, I'll tie her up, and then this is only go check the rest of the bodies. Bring them up on the road. We should probably bring these to the authorities.
Okay.
Hans and Franz will just check her,
I'm
make
gonna
sure
give you
she's
good
still
berries. How many
breathing,
points are you down?
not gonna bleed out.
Make me a medicine
Okay,
check.
so
Sure.
you get 5 good berries. Una's
That
gonna go
would
pick
be
up her
a
daggers
16.
too.
You can tell that she's stable. It's just like the pain of that
You probably
last
have to bandage
hit.
her up a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
I have a
really
good
rough.
berry.
That's easy
I
enough.
can lay
I
hands
have
on that thing, too.
medical equipment. I'll
Yeah.
basically
She's not gonna
splinter
die.
legs, so she's just straight legged.
She's probably gonna be out unless you guys spend some
No,
magical
that's
healing to
fine,
get
yeah.
her up for
No.
like a while.
Fine. So everybody, so once she's tied up, I'll start helping.
Yeah, gather
Gather
bodies.
the bodies,
Una's gonna
search
pick up
them.
her daggers that she dropped. Go check on the horses
Okay.
too, and make sure. What did we find on the bodies that we killed?
Song is gonna sit down.
Oh, are you
Just
down to any
breathe
hit
in.
points?
Okay.
No, he's
Oh.
just tired.
Una's gonna give you a good berry.
You know,
Here's a good.
planning this
Keep track of
bandit
supplies.
fight, I really should have figured out what the hell would be on their bodies, but
Well, we know they got short swords
they
and
have
scimitars.
no. They got scimitars.
Hopes and dreams, promises.
They
never
got
kept.
scimitars. They have one scimitar
short
each.
bows, I mean.
So,
Including
Willow.
everybody else has light crossbows except for Willow.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then the captain did not have a crossbow. They just had 2 daggers.
And the
Willow had a
scimitar?
dagger. Yeah, and a scimitar.
So there's 3 daggers total.
Yep.
Okay. There was 5 light crossbows.
Yep.
Did
One-
Willow
One short bow.
One short
and
bow.
then 5 scimitars.
Yep.
What?
How many arrows
5
with the?
scimitars. 6 because the captain had one too.
Oh, did the captain have a scimitar
Captain
too?
Yeah, he did.
pair of scimitars.
No, you have one.
Just one. Okay. So
Double
6
attack.
Oh,
scimitars.
she just attacked
Yeah,
twice.
she had multi-attack.
How many arrows with the bow?
Um,
A full quiver.
5.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Any gold? What armor?
Wait, with all the bows total or just on one?
You think about
those are bolts.
Well, those
for
are
the
bolts.
crossbow.
How many
Oh.
bolts for the crossbow?
They each have about 20 each.
So 100.
Yeah.
Okay. How many? Okay, that's it.
That's enough to armor peasant militia.
They have a little bit of cash on them, about like 20 gold between all of them, but not very. It's not a lot.
Okay. And armor?
Let's see. The captain's armor is studded leather, and the rest of them just have plain leather armor.
It's too cheery for death.
Okay,
not.
so
You won.
6
Celebrate
leather, 1 studded.
Oh, that's because it switched. I'm
Well,
sorry.
And
Hans and Franz has to do some rites
can
for
Una
these.
do detect magic
bandage.
on this stuff and see if anything gives off anything
Yeah.
special?
Yeah, you have to burn a spell slot
That's
for it. Nothing on them is magical.
Okay. Perfect.
Did she pick anything up from any of this?
Do any of you have magical stuff?
Yeah, your sword
So
glows.
His sword's
Hans and
magical.
Franz's
What's
sword glows.
Stuff from him.
what's
I'm
magic
assuming.
on
What type of stuff do I pick up from you? What school?
I would argue mine is probably just going to be enchantment,
Okay.
and it's going to be something that's around his neck.
Interesting. And your sword?
It is not an
But
arcane
you've
magic.
probably seen him.
You do stuff.
Yeah.
And
It's a
it's a
prayer.
very, very faint
Faint.
bit of magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are we going again?
Firefield.
Mayfield. Not Mayfly.
Mayfly?
Not where we're going.
Okay.
We're going to Fraggle.
So
We're going to Fraggle. Right?
as we kind of gather up the bodies,
sweet.
like before we, I guess, is the plan to gather like
If we can borrow
Bundle them
your
up
cart for stuff, then we can split. You can take some of this and sell it. If you wouldn't mind us using your cart to carry it.
Song will just kind of shake his head that he'll shake his head as if you guys can use it,
Okay.
and he'll just go, "Not mine."
Okay.
So we probably pile a couple of bodies up on the tailgate, and then
Sure.
throw 2 over the
horses.
As soon as you guys start throwing corpses on their song, he's gonna start squawking and like
Well,
walking.
she just asked you that.
She never said the bodies.
Gear.
The gear.
The
She never said he
gear.
was gonna be moving
Oh.
corpses.
Unless you guys
That's
all
bad
gonna
for
carry
business.
all
I said
That's bad for
bring it back to
business.
town.
bodies.
That's bad for fucking business.
So as they're like laying there and being
We could
spoiled,
drape them over the horses.
Hans and Franz is gonna take
I'm gonna take the captain of mine.
some water and make mud, and
Okay.
he's going to put a mark across each of their foreheads,
Okay.
and just kind of mutter a prayer over the group.
Okay.
It's more like a fast prayer, just a mumbly prayer.
Yeah, like just kind of paying some
Molten?
respects.
Do we want to? I mean,
Going through the motions.
no respect whatsoever.
Going through the motions.
No, this is it's actually kind of a remorseful thing. One of the phrases you would hear him say is,
May the butterflies never find your corpses.
Okay.
so I have all the stuff in the car. Do we want to carry these bodies back to town, or do we just want to
Yeah.
bury them, carry them
No,
back?
just carry 'em back.
So 2 per horse, and the rest of us are gonna walk.
well, we don't necessarily need all of them.
No, we'll bring them all back.
Okay,
Song needs to know.
Song is adamant about not putting the bodies on the cart,
sure.
How about on your horses?
shaking his head vigorously no.
Well, I got one on Bessie, one on.
I want to have the captain on mine with me.
And he'll point to the
So
bodies
that-
again. And go, "That's highway robbery."
I mean,
The horses.
I don't think we need to bring them with. We could bring the captain
But-
as proof.
If the local authorities are looking for them, we have them.
That's true. Can we put 2 bodies per horse?
If we walk.
Yeah,
If you guys
it's way more
if you
than
guys
walking.
walk,
If we
yes.
walk, then we can
yes,
put 2.
you
Okay.
can.
Because I think that's the best way to do it, and then put the captain in the cart. Or no, the captain's going on your horse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Is she tied up?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna feed her the last
No.
for my good
I will
berry.
slap you if you come up by her.
Why?
Don't touch her.
Dude.
Do not touch her. She's filth, and she will pay for her deeds.
Okay.
She needs to stay unconscious for now. It's much easier to
I'm
deal
gonna
with.
give you a good berry.
What is this? Well, would our village people in our village have had these?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys have a lot. You
Rangers.
guys
Rangers and druids and stuff.
Yeah.
I did not know you could make the good berry. If I'd known that, it would have made much easier packing for our supplies.
Mhm.
Thank you very much.
Oh, God.
No.
You see,
The
the
best way to
Bendias,
take
in the Bendias culture, you shove it up your ass. No.
They are
Zords
analgesic,
better
not
than-
anal.
But then-
Yeah,
Hans and
Una's gonna
Franz.
give one to Nora as well as Hans and Franz, Josh as well, and then
Who
take one
totally was
herself.
involved in that.
She
battle.
totally was involved with that fight.
I will drape her over the horse
Okay.
and then tie her hands and feet together under the horse.
Okay, you
So
have
she's
her
on there.
pretty well tied up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is Sugar Cube a female?
Yeah.
Yeah,
both of you.
they're both females.
No bucking Bronco.
And then she
Yeah.
might wake, she might wake up
Hands and
happy, who
feet
knows.
tied together right next to
the penis.
right next to the
the penis.
stud. Yeah, fine, Aaron. Yes.
The penis.
The
The
horse-
penis.
I mean, there's also like wedding tackle.
Yeah,
a
you
whole
can grab
bunch of
a
different phrases. You can use. Bits and bobs,
Well, let's keep
Need
going.
to
We have
go.
4 hours left, you guys.
Basically, the road stays as it does. You keep looking out for bandits and stuff, and you don't really see anything as
Song-
time passes.
Song is actually going to bundle himself up in the corner and take a nap.
Okay.
So Nora's
Nora,
gonna
Nora,
drive the cart.
Nora will take the reins then.
She doesn't
Una's
have a-
gonna put
plus
her
5
bedroll.
animal
Yeah,
handling.
I figured she's fine.
Una's gonna like put her blanket on Song and like
Aw.
tuck him in.
He is out.
So probably takes us a bit longer to get back to town then.
4 hours from.
Wow, that was on a horse though. She'd say.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because some of you guys are not.
Nope. Well, a lot of us are walking
It's
now.
like 6 hours, probably
Yeah.
5 hours. Something.
It takes about.
Who's all
6
walking? You.
Because your
three.
cart wasn't
Well,
like
she's just on my horse. I'm
galloping.
not on it.
Yeah.
You guys weren't galloping, so
No.
it adds about an extra hour and a half to 2 hours of your trip, but so it's a little bit closer to sundown as you guys get closer to your destination. But basically, as you're going along the path and like the sun is going down, after just all of these rolling hills and the scattering of trees, the land starts to decline a little bit and flatten more consistently. And then there's just all these like golden rows of wheat all spread out. And the wheat is pretty tall this time of year because it's August. And it's just kind of lightly shimmering and blowing in the breeze. And then beyond that, you can see in the distance, about like a mile away, there is like a hill, and it looks like there's like a keep and a stone keep built up on top of the small mound. And then there looks like there is a town dotting around it, little buildings and stuff. So you're pretty sure that, Una, since you've been through here before, you're like, oh yeah, that's Meyerfield.
We're almost here, you guys.
Good. We'll just find some sort of constabulary when we get into town.
Find the stabulary.
Well, shouldn't we drop him off first?
There's a whistling noise coming from the corner.
Oh, he's still sleeping.
I mean, we don't want to be walking through town with dead bodies.
That's true.
Especially near my business.
So as we like come into town, is there any sort of guard force on the edge of town or anything?
Does someone want to ride ahead and let them know that we have
Actually,
these?
yeah, I suppose I could move her towards the back of the horse and jump on the saddle and ride ahead.
Sure. You ride ahead a little bit, and even though like the sun is down, it doesn't really look like there's a lot of people like roaming around through the streets, but it's not a massive town. You kind of just walk through on the horse, like looking, and then you see a sign that it says sheriff's office on, like sheriff's building on it.
I'll pull up, and I will tie the horse off, untie her, throw over my shoulder, and go up. And is the door open? I mean,
The door's closed, but
I mean, like, I'll
knock.
I mean, is that? I don't know how.
You know how to knock.
No, but
No,
I don't.
but
But would I
like-
just walk in? I don't know
To
how
a
it
sheriff's
works in your
office.
world.
Like, how was it in the Iron Valley?
Yeah, like in all the places that we went, if we had to deal with the
You
sheriff's
normally
vehicle.
would knock and then just stick your head in.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
knock and stick my head in.
Yeah.
Hello.
You see a very small room. It's probably only about 20 by 40, and there's just there's like a tiny jail cell or two in there, and a desk, and there is a man in his like 50s sitting there with graying hair looking over some paperwork, who looks up and he's like, can I help you?
Yes, we were coming from
Fan.
Fayen. We were coming from Fayen, and we ran into some bandits on the road, and we captured one, killed the rest. I have the captured one here, and I'll come in at this point.
Okay.
And the dead ones are with my friends on the way into town. I don't know if it's something where you want to see them so you know who's not out there anymore.
Yeah, bring him in. Here, let's get this one locked up and stuff.
Okay, I'll lock her up, and she's been out for a couple hours, but I can do a little healing on her to bring her back if you want me to.
Let's get everybody else taken care of first, and then we can ask questions of this
Okay.
one later.
we
And he
did
puts her
take-
behind the
we
bar
did
and
take
locks it.
everything out of
Yep.
everything off her person.
Yes.
Right.
She's
Except
down
there
to
Oh
her
yeah, because
underwear.
we took the armor and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, she's down to her
Skivvies.
underwear.
I'll.
Like her
Yeah, I
underlayer.
would like. What's
clothes
her
and
hair?
pants.
She has kind of shorter cut blonde hair. It's about like just below her chin.
Okay, I'll kind of run my hands through her hair just to make sure there's nothing in it. If you want to hide shit,
He's
Yeah.
looking for hairpins.
yeah.
Yeah.
You actually do get a little tiny pin in the back of her hair that looked like it was holding it back and stuff, so you can take that out.
Oh, do they have any thieves' tools on them by chance?
No, they didn't.
All right, then I'll go out and when I see them coming, I'll flag them down.
Right.
So you guys just make your way through the.
Hello, Hans and Franz.
Hello, Rohan. What is your name, sir?
Did you say Ron?
Rohan.
Oh.
Rohan.
I
Rohan.
said Ron. I was like, what?
That's what I call him now.
When will Rohan ride to Gondor's aid?
What's the sheriff's name?
His name, you can see a little name tag on, like a little
I
metal
was
plaque on his
asking that.
desk. His name is Henry Bilger. Sheriff Henry Bilger. Or Sheriff Bilger, if you will.
I won't.
Sheriff.
If we will what?
Sheriff Bilger, it's nice to meet you. We are Hans and Franz. And as they come up, I'll be like, this is Rohan, my brother, Una, Nora, and Song.
He's sleeping.
You guys
What
didn't wake him
Song?
up when he came in?
No, he's sleeping. Why would you wake him up? He's
Well,
sleeping.
Then Song is the owner of the cart. He's the merchant that we are escorting up here. We are from the
Or are you awake?
Am I awake?
guild and
Somebody wake me up?
No.
saying
He's asleep then.
He'll say, "Oh, I'm glad that you managed to defeat all the bandits and take their captain alive. That's pretty impressive. Tell me about what happened." And he'll kind of like listen and take down the
just get, like,
details.
rough.
Wait, brother. How does he know that's the captain?
Because I told him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And if you didn't, that's a DM mess up on my part. I'm sorry.
He knows.
No. No, he did.
But yeah, I'll give him a rundown. Like, I'm sure my brother would step in to do the initial part, and then whoever else chimes in.
Have we had a moment just like this, or am I having deja vu?
What?
Like I feel like I'm having
you
deja
guys,
vu.
because when you were talking to Hughes about what happened with
Okay.
the wall, yeah.
Okay, no, I was just like, I can't tell
I
if we've
can't
done
tell
this
you
before.
if they were both wearing those exact shirts and stuff. But
Right, no, yeah, just like the way everything
Steve
was
wasn't
described,
there.
I was like,
May have been.
this sounds
So familiar.
so familiar.
I
Okay.
agree.
It's all been a dream.
Yeah.
We're all just secretly.
He takes his notes down, listens and gets your guys' names and everything, and basically says, "Well, I'll look through our files and see if there's anyone matching these bandits' description or not." But
I think on the way back to town, we're gonna try and find the hideout and see if there's anything there. And we can send anything back. We will. If you can reach us at the guild hall and say if anybody in town is missing anything, if they're out on the road, and if we find anything, we will send it back.
yeah, he's like, "Oh, that's one less concern to worry about."
Hans and Franz will ask about.
Are you familiar with a hunter named Willow Longleaf?
It's not a name I've ever heard of, and I'm pretty familiar with most of the hunters that come through here.
Okay. She was part of the bandit group, and was kind of the one who.
Does this one not here?
No, she doesn't look familiar. It probably wasn't her real name.
What do you want with the bodies?
I'll send them. Actually, if you wouldn't mind, you could take them over to If you wouldn't mind taking them over to Priest's temple, he can dispose of them and have dig the graves and everything and perform any rites that need to happen.
Priest of who?
Elios.
Okay.
Yes.
Question for you, Mr. Sheriff.
Yes.
Have you heard of the stories about the ghost horse out on the plains?
I haven't seen the ghost horse, but I've heard about it. It's not the only ghost story around here. Those ones I've seen.
What do you know about the ghost horse?
I've heard that it lures people off the road and takes them somewhere in the Misty, but that's about it.
Okay.
I'm
So
more
then
worried about.
what ghost stories have you seen? You said you've heard of this one, but you've seen others.
Well, I'm not really even sure it's real half the time. But farmers have been complaining about ghosts in the field at night, and sometimes I hear howling in the night, and one time I actually thought I saw a specter roaming around in the wheat. It's gotten everyone spooked lately and ruining harvest.
Is that why it's so empty out here?
Yeah, folks don't want to go around at night, and talked to the priest about it, and he's actually gone out in the fields and waited for them, but he can't seem to kill them. They just come and he can get rid of them for a little bit, but they just keep returning.
Maybe they have some sort of something summoning them back.
Well, there was that. I mean, when we were.
What was the town that we dealt with the necromancer?
It wasn't a town, it was some ruins and like an old burial mound outside.
Well, right, but we were sent there.
Yeah, the Raven sent you there.
Oh,
that was in
okay.
the Iron Valley, like out between it was kind of
There's the town way up north, that's where we met the Raven.
that's where you met the Raven.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was that town?
That town was a name I have written down,
Sure.
but
That's
I
fine,
don't want to
that's
look up.
Well, you know, brother, when we were into the name of down here, and we had to go deal with that necromancer.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is something similar. Like if there's someone sending these spirits, so you deal with one, but then he just summons another.
It's pretty possible, brother. We'll have to check it out.
So what fields?
Well, we were going to go talk to the priest anyway.
Oh, sure.
It's fields all around the town, basically. I haven't gone out there at night. That was more of
This is a small
Priest
choice.
Neris. Well, yeah, there's not much I can do against spectral creatures. I prefer to leave that into religious hands. I'm more concerned with the living, not the dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to meet him, you'll probably get your chance soon with the sun going down. There might be some locals too in the bar you could talk to about it as well.
Is that the Plowman Inn?
Yes.
So you didn't lie about everything, brother.
Just
Something.
interesting.
And that is an if.
Half truths, whole lies.
Okay.
It was good to meet you, sir.
All right.
What time
Good
of
to meet you
day
too.
is it?
It is.
So if we left at 7, that 8 hours would have put us at 4.
3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So an additional 2 hours, that puts us at what, 6, 7?
Yeah, 6 or 7. So like the sun's gonna go down probably the next 2 hours.
Okay.
So it's kind of like that twilighty time right now.
Should we try to sell some stuff? Quick?
I think tomorrow morning will be better for that.
There's
I
a
agree.
there's a general store that you can go to sell things if you have it. You said you're there. You might want to tell your friend whose stuff you were guarding where it is, but he'll give you some directions to this general store. It's called Lucy's General Store.
Well, Una, would the guild reimburse us for this if we bring it back to them?
Bring what back?
The armor and the weapons and stuff?
I mean, we could do it for a donation. I just don't know how we're going to get it all back.
Right, because we won't have a cart.
We still have horses and stuff.
It's a lot. Like, weight-wise.
Yeah, not really much we could put on like
I guess
saddlebags.
we don't have a bag of
Oh,
holding.
no, we can... I mean,
I mean, it's a lot of weight. That's my only concern is we can unload the heavy stuff here and then bring
But,
back, like,
so-
this.
what I'm getting at is, this is more of a question for the DM.
Yes.
Since you've been working with the guild for quite a while now, would they reimburse us if we brought stuff, if we brought arms and
I
armor
just
back?
You would
Like
make more money if you
donation.
sold it on your own.
Yeah. It's more of a donation to the guild.
Right.
Like, hey, thanks for letting us use the stuff. Here's
Mhm.
stuff for you. Is what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
At least.
He's like, he also digs out some money, and he's like, I don't have a lot of extra money, but since you took care of some bandits, and he gives you guys 100 gold.
Party fund.
Yeah. Well, thank you. This is much appreciated. We didn't do it for a reward, but we will not say no to it.
Yeah, it keeps the road safer. I'm always in favor of that. Yeah, so
Is
he'll give you
the-
directions to the.
Is the general store open this late?
It might be if you run over right now because
That's
she
before
likes.
sundown.
Yeah,
We
probably
we
get
also
close
have
to close.
Horses full of dead bodies. We should probably go first.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, do we
definitely
want to
videos.
split? We'll go to the general store. You guys go take care of the bodies.
Yeah,
Sure.
Okay.
I'm not very.
I'm not exactly interested in selling the gear.
Well, the bodies.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll
gotta
sell
take
the
what
bodies.
we
Sell the
have.
bodies.
So the body's buried
As
here.
you guys go outside, you see in the cart, Song isn't in there anymore. Now it is a young human male with brown eyes and long brown hair, and his left eye has like the pushed in look, like it was hit, and his nose is slightly crooked.
Oh, I can
And
do
his
that
clothes
too.
look exactly the
Oh.
same as Song's though.
Yeah.
Song, is that you?
Yes, it is me.
Is this like a mimic voice or is it like a new voice? voice?
It's a new voice we've never heard before.
Is it just that phrase?
Why are you? What's going on, Song? Why are you not a bird person anymore?
I'm here to sell.
I don't know. But why are you a human now?
People don't like birds.
I don't mind birds.
You don't mind birds, but most people don't like birds.
But how did you turn into a human now?
Magic.
Josh, roll an intelligence check.
Sure.
Buddha's gonna try to turn into a female version of Song.
15.
A female bird person?
Yes.
With her, yeah, you do it. Right, you're thinking, you're like, oh, I saw Una do this yesterday where she made her outfit look fancier and hit her armor, and then all of a sudden, boom, Una's a Tenku. Or a Kenku.
I can only imagine how
This
well
one's
that
very
was.
What?
This one's very skilled. You should keep her around.
Are you not mimicking anymore?
No, he's not.
Doesn't appear like he is.
Unless he knows a lot of phrases.
Right.
You seem confused.
Do we know anything about
Yeah.
Kenku?
Like, I understand that that's
Roll.
magic,
Roll a religion check.
but I don't know what's going on there.
17.
You've heard stories from travelers of all sorts of unique creatures that are human but not quite human and monstrous, and you can vaguely remember one where there's a whisper of people that had offended some god from the eastern continent long ago and had been cursed forever where they couldn't talk. And now that you're thinking about it, that could be Song's people. But you never assumed it was just because of who he was. You just assumed he couldn't talk and mimic. So now that you're thinking about it, like, that does sound like a story I've heard.
So I've heard the story where the Kenku people are not able to speak on their own. Is that the case with you?
While I'm like this, I can.
Why?
It's a gift from my parents.
Can you just turn into a human?
No. This is fake.
Like a magic spell.
It's like this.
It's like that.
Oh,
So who are your parents?
Do you remember their names? I haven't pulled
Yeah,
them.
my parents are Anlo and Toria.
Mm-hmm.
Boxwood.
And they were from the Dragon Claw as well?
Oh no, they're from very far away.
and now bird people?
No, they're from a land of winter.
But they're not bird people?
No, they're not bird people.
So how did you become good people?
As far as I know, I've always been a bird. I don't know what happened to my flock.
Then how are they your parents?
They adopted me.
Oh,
So obvious.
Yeah, it's obvious, but not necessarily to Hans and Franz.
It's funny.
and they taught you magic. Okay.
They taught me to play.
Are they the ones who taught you that song?
My father taught me that song.
I like that song.
That is a beautiful song.
It's very, very hard to play.
I have no.
I know, I've tried.
So where do we need to take you?
Going to talk to the farmers, and I have some tools I moved from south to see if they needed them for upcoming harvest
Yeah.
or other seeds that they could plant.
You could probably take it to the general store
Yeah.
and like sell it there, and then they would actually resell it and stuff. But you would get the profit probably from there.
Well, talking to the sheriff, there's something going on with some sort of undead in the area. So you may want to stay with the group for tonight and then tomorrow do that. I know these two are going to go to the general store. We're going to go to the priest.
Okay. Well, guess I'll try to find us a place to stay.
Do you want to
Okay.
come with us?
Well, it's a little late to sell now.
In the evening?
I have a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you would be making them stay up late and everything to do it, but yeah, you could go there and
Just sell it.
yeah.
Well, where would he go if he's going to farmer?
No, he's going to the general store.
Oh,
The guys is so above table. The guys is that I was selling these. I would be selling these to a farming community so they
Right.
could use it. So I'd be going to the general store to
Sell it
use the
to
merchandise.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I'd be here a long time if I went door to door knocking. Hey, you need a sickle?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was kind of confused
No,
on.
he's going to the store.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you about the latest technology in sickles. Alright, so you guys go to the general store? Or do you even go to the general
Well,
store then?
Yeah,
to
we'll go to the
offload
general
his
store.
stuff.
Do you guys even need to go to the general store? if we're
We
gonna keep it
don't.
all? Yeah,
I
so
mean-
you guys might as well just go
Well,
to the end then.
oh, unless you want to sell your stuff.
Yeah, you can go sell your stuff.
Yeah, we'll
and
go sell
like,
his stuff.
There's a chance it's still open. All right, guys, we're gonna do another social initiative. I need one person from each group to roll me a charisma check with their D20.
It's fine.
Just a straight charisma check.
Ooh.
That's all
Yep.
you.
Roll a D20
Yeah,
add your
two.
charisma.
17.
I have
There's no
a.
skill associated with this.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goose egg?
Yeah.
It's going to be a 16.
Oh, beat him by one.
So we're gonna do the priest first. Okay. All right. So you guys split off, and Hans and Franz, you end up stopping
With all the horses.
with all the horses outside this small building. It looks like it's only about like 50 by 50.
So it's not like a graveyard or anything?
It looks like there's a graveyard kind of out back
Sure.
beyond it, but like the building itself is not very big.
Oh, okay.
And you can see that there's like the same you Hans and Franz / Andrew's Hans and Franz. You kind of see a very similar statue to the one with the man holding wheat and the sun behind him that you saw in the temple district, but this one is a lot more modest. It's not gold gilded and everything. It's a lot smaller, but it's still a similar pose. And you see this crest of like the sun on it and wheat, and building's not made out of, it's made out of marble, but it's definitely not as ornate as it was in the in Feyen. So you kind of wander up, and there is a door.
Okay. Since the temple, we've never really knocked at a temple before.
No.
Yeah.
I would just go
Yeah.
in and be like, Father of Ilios, are you in here?
Oh, yes. And out walks a man who looks about in his early 30s. He has a receding hairline, a round face, and what hair is there is chestnut brown. He's dressed in white and yellow robes. Got like a tiny bit of a belly on him, but overall looks like a very friendly person. And he says, Yes, my children, how can I help you?
We have bandits that we have vanquished on the road. We brought the bodies, and the sheriff said to give them to you to do what you will with them.
Ah, thank you. I will. And he...
Where would you like us to drop them, leave them?
If you... Do you have them on a cart? On horses?
Horseback.
Horseback. I think we could fit them between the buildings here. I'll come around with you and show you to the graveyard.
Sure. So we'll lead the horses following him.
Okay. Once you get back there,
Mm-hmm.
start unloading the bodies, whatever. Hans and Franz will ask him about.
I just thought of it's actually not a graveyard. They burn their dead, so it's gonna be pyres of wood in the back. So
Okay.
sorry. Continue. You're gonna ask him about
the undead issue.
Oh yes. He looks pretty like defeated. I don't know, originally it was just a few months ago, like we started hearing like they would occasionally see ghosts in the wheat, but people have always seen superstitious things in there, and I've blessed it right and everything. I don't know where these ghosts are coming from, and I've seen if they just come out of the wheat at night and sometimes through the town screaming in anger, and I can only banish them for a little bit. I can't seem to destroy them.
Have you ever had a problem with the necromancer in the past?
No, I don't really know why there would be ghosts in this village either. Like, there's not any like important sacred burials here other than what remains in the graveyard of a saint. But otherwise, this area is sanctified, and it shouldn't.
What saint is buried back here?
We have a saint here who fought and died over 300 years ago. It was Saint Christopher.
The patron saint of travel. With Hans and Franz's research that he's been doing, does his name ring a bell?
You were just reading the one about the cults, right?
Yeah, I don't know how far into that I've gotten, I guess.
You haven't made it very far, and it doesn't mention... You wouldn't have come across any of the saints of the dominant southern deities,
Okay.
so...
He would make a note to look it up when he
Okay.
gets a chance. Do they seem to be coming from a certain direction? Any fields that have them more prevalent than others?
I've heard mixed things from the villagers. I know the night I encountered them, it looked like they came from the north, but...
Is there anything to the north?
Just more fields, and then eventually it turns into a bog, but that's about it.
Would you be willing to either help us or guide us there? Probably tomorrow evening. I believe my friends and I would like to take a look into this.
Well, if you want to watch the ghosts, we'll definitely... They've made an appearance every night so far this last couple weeks, so you might just have to... If you wanted to encounter them and...
We'd like to try and get to the bottom of it. Have they been attacking people? Have people been hurt? Taken? Anything?
Nobody's been hurt per se, but people have definitely been scared out of their minds by it. And that definitely is not great for morale.
Brother, do you want to stay look at night?
Yeah, let's take a look. Keep our eyes to the north.
Yeah, if you want to tour out towards the bog area, I mean, the bog is quite big. I wouldn't recommend going tomorrow night to the bog. It's pretty dangerous and the ground is pretty treacherous.
I meant tomorrow during the day.
Yes, I would definitely recommend that.
Well, what is your name, sir? I'm sorry.
Oh, forgive me. I am Father Neris, or Neri.
We are Hans and Franz, and I'll reach out to shake Sam.
He'll shake your hand back. He's like, oh, you're an answer to prayer. I've been trying to get somebody from the temples out here for the last month or two, and I haven't had much luck. They're busy with their own harvest, blessing things.
Sometimes the saints come to the rescue. And he'll walk away.
Sometimes the saints come marching in.
He looks pretty happy, and his spirits are a little bit lifted by the fact that somebody's coming to help deal with this problem.
So whenever we get back to the inn, we will then allow that to the group and see if they'd be willing to look into it tomorrow.
Una's totally gonna stay in her girly bird form this whole time. Okay.
It only lasts an hour, girl.
Hey! Let Una do
Which
Una.
song is keeping in mind?
Yeah, I knew you would. So you guys continue on forward, and you make it to the general store. It is called Lucy's General Store. It kind of looks like a big building that used to be a barn that just got turned into a store.
That it came from. Oh, fan. Because it came to Meyer.
Yeah. So
Looks like a barn, you said?
It looks like a barn that was kind of turned into a store.
Should I stay here if I look like this? Or can I come in?
How have people reacted to the way Una's looking?
There's not been anyone in the streets.
Okay.
There's like doors and like and shutters are closed.
Yep. You can stay looking that way if you want.
Una's totally gonna stay. It's totally just she's gonna try to act like
But
Song
it's not
2.
you.
Huh?
But it's not you.
But it's not you.
That's what he's saying. You can stay that way if you want, but it's not you.
Yeah.
But
I want to try to be you. But girl you. Like, seriously, she basically looked like Song, but like added boobs. Like, that's pretty much what happened.
That's very creepy.
That's definitely not how Tengu or Kenku are.
But that's okay. That's what she doesn't know that though.
Song's never seen a female Kenku before, so he doesn't know if they have boobs or not.
So Una basically did a Kenku, but like with furry boobs.
Feathers.
Wait, you mean feathery?
Feathery. And doesn't have the dented eye or like the messed up beak, but like maybe made her beak like thinner and like slightly longer.
Okay.
So just a little bit different, but
Okay.
otherwise totally looks like same coloring, same height.
Okay.
Yep.
Nora's like, I think you look very pretty as a bird, Una.
Thank you.
Yes, and it is okay if people look at you funny. I'm very used to it.
We'll stick together.
Personally,
Okay.
I'd prefer the way you looked beforehand.
Oh, okay. Una blushes, but you can't tell because she's covered in black feathers.
Roll an insight check, Steve. No,
Roll
I'm kidding.
initiative.
Oh, I know.
Okay, you guys make it to the general store. You see a woman in her 40s in there with kind of graying hair, cleaning up a little bit. She's like, "Oh, shop's closing pretty soon. Anything I can help you find quickly?"
Well, I'm not sure if they'd sent word, but I'm actually from Fehan. I'm representative of the guild. I was here moving merchandise. I heard that you were looking for some supplies.
Oh, thank goodness. I was hoping soon.
His name is Song.
Oh,
Hello, my name is Rowan.
she kind of just gives a double take, like, "Oh, nice to meet you. I've never seen a tree man before."
It is nice to meet you as well, and I have also never seen a tree man.
If you're not a tree man, what are you?
I mean, I am a tree man, but I have never seen another tree
Do you have a
man.
mirror by chance?
Yeah, she'll grab a mirror that's for sale.
He'll pull it up and he'll turn to face you. Now you've seen one.
I see what you have done
Oh,
there.
Jesus Christ!
I see what you have done there, and I enjoy it.
Yeah, let me see. So you have
I have a bill of lading.
you what?
I have a bill of lading, which would be a running document of what I.
Yeah. I'll see that, and then let me come over and look over the merchandise before the sun goes down. And then she'll kind of like go outside and do like a inspection of your list, inspection of what you're selling, and checking it
Put the
out.
seal on the trailer.
Everything.
She looks and looks and looks and gives everything over, and basically I didn't come up with a specific
That's
number,
fine.
so she gives you a fair price for what you're selling. So the deal is made, the contract is written up and fulfilled, and she hands you the bag of it's platinum.
Okay.
And
An arbitrary number to be determined.
yes.
Yep. Fair enough.
For your merchandise that you'll put back into your business stock, and then she's like, "Well, that's everything.
How much for the mirror?
5 gold.
5 gold.
Alright.
For here, I'd say it's 7 because it's kind of like an out of town
Okay.
place.
That works.
It's a commodity.
It's commodity.
Yeah. So he'll hand her the 7 gold, and he'll take the mirror and he'll hand it to Rowan. He goes, in case you ever lose sight of yourself.
Thank you.
That's actually really cute.
Puts it in his chest.
That was very thoughtful. Nora says to you.
Hopefully.
Um,
Ma'am, do you by chance happen to know where me and my associates could room for the night?
Oh, there's only one inn in town, the Plowman, which is just back up the street south of where you came to get here, so should be able to get there within 5 minutes walk and settle in for the night. They'll treat you right. It's Egna and Salvi, and they're a pretty good couple. Just, tell them I sent them your way and to treat you nice.
And your name?
Oh, I'm Lucy.
Song, and he'll extend his hand out.
Very nice to meet you, Song. I hope to see you passing through again.
It would be nice to.
Hmm?
It was nice to meet you, Lucy.
It was nice to meet you too, sir.
Rowan.
Yes.
Rowan. Nice to meet you too, Rowan.
I'm seeing.
Oh! Oh!
And then Una's gonna run away as fast as she can and tell her spell because she knows her spell's gonna
Was
be
that
up.
a bird?
She just left the nest.
You got some pretty good jokes, Song.
Fortune and favor, ma'am.
And yeah, she's like, well, sun's getting low. I'd make your way to the tavern and lock yourself in for the night.
Hey, big guy. Sun's getting kind of.
Maybe you just spend the night here.
I was making an Avengers reference.
I got you.
I got the reference there.
I will usher my flock now currently in my cart.
So
to get us moving towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Una would be in the cart because she knows it's gonna be up soon. The hour is just ticking away.
Yeah, you've probably got about like 10 minutes left on that.
Just running around town.
Pretty much.
I'm a bird.
And then when we get back to the cart, I will recast it again.
Okay.
Unbeknownst to her, all the townspeople are traumatized by things running through the streets and
You can tell you-
screaming.
I'll let you kind of wait until you actually get into like the inn and ask to put the horses in,
Okay.
and then you can recast it. So you have another full hour. So.
Okay.
And you guys make your way into the inn, and you see Hans and Franz are sitting there. Well, actually, what are you guys doing now that you're in the inn? Because they
Well,
were on a
probably
little bit
once
longer.
Yeah, once we get back to the inn,
We'll have to stable the horses and
Yep. You can do
Yeah.
that.
and
Rooms for
we
all
sit
this.
down in the common room or something. Is it like a tavern?
It looks like the downstairs area. There's some tables set up, and there's
Sure.
a bar, and
Okay.
there's looks like
Well,
there's a kitchen attachment and like a little front desk area.
so. Sorry. keep going.
And then it looks like there's stairs that go to the bedrooms upstairs.
Hans and Franz will go to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Greetings, we are Hans and Franz. We're from Thayen in the Merchants Guild. Is it Merchants Guild, right?
Yeah,
It's
the
just
Fane Merchant.
Thayen Merchants Guild. We're up here on business, and we wonder if we get rooms and stable our horses for the evening.
Oh, sure, that'll be 3 silver for
Per room.
per room, but you can fit like 2 people per room.
Well, yeah, so I would get one room for the two of us,
Mhm.
and I would get one room for Rowan and Nora, and then I would get 2 more rooms, one for Una because I'm not going to presume anything, and one room for Song. So 1, 2, 3, 4, so 12. So
12
one
silver.
gold,
silver.
That includes stabling your horses though too. So
1 gold, 2 silver.
And then I would just
Mhm.
ask for just a general meal.
Yeah,
If
I'd
they
see if
have-
I
Yeah.
get some meals.
I got
ready for
some
the group.
stew and stuff. It's been a slow evening.
Yeah,
And they
whatever's
kind of
available.
look out the window and see the sun setting, and then like look over to one of the patrons at the table, and they're like, "Hey, Jenkins, it's getting late. You might want to get home soon."
So you seem really drunk.
You see like a really old, brittle-looking man like sitting at this table with an ale, and he's like, "Heh, I'll be fine. The ghost can't do anything to me. That's not gonna be happening soon anyway." Ah.
What did they say his name was?
Jenkins.
Jenkins.
Oh, poor
Crotchety old man.
Jenkins, if you want somebody to walk you home, I can make sure you get home safe.
Ah, that would be nice. See, that's what the younger folk are missing these days is manners. Yes, I'll stay and have more drinks. I have this rock of a man to take me home. And he's like just slapping. Not that way.
It's fine.
Not that way.
Cougar crutching.
And they're like,
Can an old man
they're-
be a cougar?
Yeah,
They're like-
there's male cougars.
Okay.
And they're wild. You can see them.
the innkeeper who kind of looks like a man in his late 40s.
Kind of looks like a man.
Does he look like Randy and Sandy?
I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm not
he looks
gonna
like a
assume
man. He looks
gender,
like a
but-
man in his late 40s. Is like, Jenkins, you really shouldn't be drinking much more.
I'll lean over to him and be, don't worry, I can remove that from him.
Oh, okay. Well, all right then. He's kind of like, more money for me. He's like, Jenkins, you want another round, and for you, sir.
I cast lesser. Restraint.
And you-
Yes, I will take supper, and then we have 4 more coming. 3 more will need food.
All right. I understand some people like to diet, and he just kind of, and he kind of calls
We
back.
should all be full from the good berries too. Fun fact.
Oh.
That's true. Sustains you for a day.
Yeah.
Probably just
but,
ale then.
But,
I mean, it doesn't
Stew.
substitute
Small
eating.
bowl of stew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Nightcap.
Yeah.
Going through the motions.
Yeah, and I'll order up a couple of ales for the group as well.
Yeah.
So.
So that when we sit down, and while Jenkins is in his cups,
So, brother, what do you think? Should we go out tonight and maybe watch the ghosts and see what they do?
I was gonna see if you want to come with me when we walk Jenkins home. If you want to come with me,
Yeah.
and then we can see it. And then tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning, we go out as a group to this bog. I mean, bogs are always festering cesspits, so could be something there.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as they said bog, I'm like, oh, of course it's there. Duh.
Duh. Yeah, and then whenever you guys probably get there shortly after that.
Hello, Hans and Franz.
Hello, Rohan. How are you?
I am well, thank you.
I'm assuming by this time I'm
The bird form is just barely still up. Probably got like a minute left before it.
Like you walk through the door. I'm sick. Poof.
Yep. And then
oh, one day.
Well, I'll tell everybody we got rooms out here. Una, I'm sorry, I didn't want to presume, so I got you on the room, and Song got you room as well.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Then we've got food coming and some ales.
yeah.
And this is Jenkins.
Jenkins, say hi to the group. This is Rohan, this is Una, and this is Song, and that's Nora.
Ah! He screams at seeing you, and like backs away.
Hello, my name
Like
is Rowan.
pulls out his cane. Like,
That's a little rude.
This is the fairy focus. It's bad luck. Steals away the night. That's what my mother said.
Oh god.
Rowan's not a fairy. Jenkins.
He's a tree.
I would ask that you not shake that cane at him.
He's like holding his arm out and it's just wobbling really bad.
He's got a cane in hand, right?
cross-eyed. Huh?
Yeah,
hand?
can't
I'd
have
ask
it. He's
that
like
you-
shaking because
I'd ask that you not shake your cane at this young man. That seems
Is he
quite
even a
offensive.
man?
It definitely seems to be to us.
Did anyone see if he had
He's a
dangly
man
bits?
as you are drunk.
Jesus Christ, Una.
Wait, what did you say?
Did it again.
What did you say?
Anyone see if he had dangly bits?
Roll
By the
medicine.
hell, what is wrong with you?
Roll a medicine check.
Oh, goodness.
Maybe she's got the hair on the right.
I'm just
know.
curious. Medicine?
More
No.
of a perception
Perception.
or investigation. You gotta go check it out.
Passively, maybe?
Have your Warforged spade and neutered.
Natural 20.
As Bob Barker always says,
Spade
keep your
your pets.
Warforged spade neutered.
Nothing gives me greater joy than to hear your pets are spayed or neutered.
So I rolled a natural 20.
Which is
So perception would be 24. Medicine would be 22. Investigation would be 21.
Why did I have you roll this? I don't know. Does Rowan have junk?
No, he's a construct.
Yeah, that's what I was like. He doesn't seem to have reproductive
Just tucked in another
organs.
compartment.
smooth as
Yeah.
a Ken doll.
Yeah.
So that's the
If I
question.
press-
How
if
do
I
you know
press
it's
this
a
button-
boy?
Spring loaded.
It's like a switchblade.
Just on my dick.
He's like, or screwdriver, or
A screwdriver.
yeah.
I got a spanner. I got a ruler.
Yeah. I've got a toothpick.
Oh, and I got a bottle opener.
Yep. A wine bottle opener.
Melon baller. That seems
Great
a
for
little
wine.
But I'm just curious because I mean, how else do you tell if it's a boy? At least in Una's mind, it has,
No,
it has junk.
So I like to think the Bendai are a little progressive.
Rowan, what do you identify as?
I think I would identify as a boy.
See? Young boy.
Is it because there's no hole going in?
Wow, hold it is holy.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The gender question got brought up because of Jenkins. And then it made Una question, well, he has a point.
To which point, Zong would look at him and go, "See, he is a boy as you are drunk."
I'm drunk. I'm not sure what you are.
Jenkins,
You
why
see,
don't we get you home?
yeah, he kind of is side eyeing, like Rowan and Nora specifically, like very distrustworthy. He's like, I will go home now.
Is it
My
'cause
brother and I will
somewhat-
walk you home.
Goodbye, Jenkins. It was nice to meet you.
He does not say anything to you.
Oh boy.
Rowan was always taught to be
I know.
kind.
I know. I feel so bad
Kill him with
being a
kindness.
dick of a
Just
person.
gonna have the dandelion in this guy's head. Just
Pop goes the weasel. How's the friends would kind of question about this
Why are you so afraid of Rowan and Nora?
They're of the Fae folk. they steal your children. You put horseshoes over your bed at night and make sure, like, as a child, so they don't come steal them. Magic. You're out to get there. You don't trust them.
Do to help?
They can't handle iron. That's what my parents always said. I always had a horseshoe over my cradle.
Rowan uses an iron axe.
Is there any chance I could try to sleight of hand a spell?
And we're already
we've
left at this point.
We're walking down the
never
street.
mind then.
That's
Yeah,
the conversation.
never mind.
We're walking down the street
Never
as we escort this elderly man.
You never heard of stories of the fairies being tricksters and stealing you away?
Really?
Yeah, for your region, like, if there were stories of, like, the fairies, like, it was, like, they're stealing babies, they're, like, offering up children.
Well, like, I
foul
could imagine that in
rituals
the
and
Iron
stuff.
Valley, as far as I imagined, like,
Mhm.
our tribe,
Yeah.
the fairies in the hills
Yeah.
just, like, lured giants into
Yeah.
our territory to attack our borders.
Yeah.
Tricksters and whatnot.
Tricksters
trouble.
are, like, you know, leading you off the path and stuff by following the lights. Like, that's all stories you've...
Right.
Well, we are from the fairies may be tricksters, but it's a good way to see who is strongest and who can, when they lure the giants into our village, if we aren't strong enough to take them down, then we didn't belong there anyway. And if you get tricked off the path and can't find your way back, then you should have been out in the woods in the first place. In the first place.
again.
Oh. I can't fault you for if that sort of logic makes you strong and respect things, but, yeah, no, the Fae, I don't trust them, and I bet you they're causing the ghosts. All the...
Where's your house, Jenkins?
Oh, it's down at the end of the lane here. We're almost there.
Okay. Are we going north or south?
You're going to the...
Or maybe east-west?
You're going a little bit east.
Okay.
When we get to his place, I will clap my hand on his shoulder. Jenkins, it's okay to be scared, but until somebody has proven otherwise, you shouldn't judge him like that. And I will cast remove disease or poison, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah,
five
and make
remaining
him ruin
ones.
and take his buzz away?
Yep. And
His eyes go clear. He's like, oh, you did what Neri does to me. Ah! Father Neri.
Yeah.
Oh, that
The
was
priest.
His
The
name.
priest.
It helps you sleep. It's not good to go to bed.
Leroy! You hear him yell.
Who's Leroy?
Lead on.
No, he said
No, he
Leroy.
He said
Leroy.
Leroy, and he's like shouting as he opens the door, and there is a looks like a man in his like late 30s in there. He's like, "What, Dad?
Oh, Leroy
Give me-
Jenkins.
Give me whatever we have in the house. The spirits have left me. I need them to make it through the night."
Just take a walk outside.
Put a pin in that.
It is 11:30.
Yes.
Have a good evening, Jenkins.
Mhm.
Do we see any of the ghosts now that we're out after dark?
The sun is still kind of up a little bit.
We'll linger. Or I will linger.
Well, I think I would want to head like
Right,
towards
right.
the
Yeah,
park
yeah,
town.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. You guys are gonna go
Take
by
like
yourselves?
a circuitous route around. No, just to see if we can see the spirits.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, by ourselves.
Yeah.
We're not going to the bog.
We're not going to the bog. We just want to see if we can see them.
Yeah, I just want to see like little, faded white specter, faded gray specter.
And then we'll be like,
How
I've
long
got
are
a
you?
plan.
How long are you staying out? It's twilight right now, and you probably have
We
about.
said after dark, so.
Yeah.
Are you guys leaving
So
without the rest of
No, we're not going.
Okay.
They're just,
Yeah.
they're just
It's about
people
45 minutes until it's
That's about
complete dark, so you're gonna stay out that whole time.
That's fine. I mean, we take like the long way
Okay.
around the town and then back to
Alright.
the end and see what we
You
see.
guys walk around the width of the town. It's not a very big place. Like the town itself is basically a half mile by a quarter mile for the main village.
Mhm.
And then like as you're getting to the northern part of town by like the small mound, there is this big stone keep that has a defensive stone wall outside of it. You can see like a flag, it looks like kind of like fluttering with some sort of sigil on it. You're not 100% sure what, off the top of the castle or the
Like
keep.
it's too dark to see.
Make a perception check with disadvantage because it is low light right now. It's like getting dark.
It's 12.
12.
Yeah, see here, hold on. That's fine.
You can't quite make out the shape. It looks like it's got a split design on it because there's one shape on the right side of it that looks to be more of like a yellowish color. And then on the other side, it looks like there's more of like a blue background with some sort of like other figure, like a humanoid figure, but it's like split down the middle between the
Just
two.
ask at the end when we get there.
Okay. Are you gonna stay in for the night then, Song? Basically.
He'll probably be leaving before they get up.
Okay.
Aww.
Okay.
Because it's probably quite a ways to get to the next town.
Well, thank you for joining, Steve. I really liked
Yeah.
your character, and I'm hoping you can make some more guest appearances.
That was awesome. I appreciate it.
Who's
good
gonna
day.
miss song?
Maybe he'll come back.
But you found a new person to go as.
Yeah, there you go.
Sing.
Sing. You're gonna go sing. What strange hauntings are happening in Meyerfield? Is it related to the restless spirits in Nora and Rowan's village? Find out next time on Guardians of Fehal.